Sunbanani.
Hi guys.
Hi.
What's up, vlog?
Say hi.
Sometimes things lay heavy on your mind, and there's some answers to problems that we all need to find.
With every record, I be asking the masses to tune your hearts to me. I represent intelligent niggas that grew up partially. But lately I've been questioning, second guessing whether or not I've got something to offer since I done eluded poverty. Or has the money watered me down? That truth is hard for me. Like the second time I got cut from the...
Sanbanani, Dumelang, Goeiemorgen, salutations, Dumeliso, and Molweni. It's Yanela, it's better than ever. Yeah, so it's the beginning of a new week. It's Monday today. I'm up and early for my lecture at 9 o'clock. Yeah, I don't know what this week has in store. I haven't been feeling the best, to be honest. I think it's just been a whole combination of things. I don't know if it's like a bit of like gender dysphoria and insecurity lately. With just like feeling like a lot of the creative passions that I've been trying to pursue just haven't been happening as quickly as I want them to, or you know, I just haven't been feeling as like progressive or as like, you know, I don't know, just feeling a little bit stagnant, which is like something I complain about all the time, but I'm just really feeling it lately. And the weather's also just really terrible. Like, I know it sounds really stupid, but like there's actually something about like cold weather that like really does depress me. So yeah, I'm just gonna try to get through the week, man. Like, hopefully this week goes well. I watched like two seasons of Abbott Elementary yesterday. That was so fun. That made my weekend. And I'm gonna start a new book about Winnie Madikizela Mandela, or just Winnie Madikizela. So yeah, hopefully, like, I don't know, maybe I can like get a new item of clothing. I don't know, but I just want to make myself a bit happier this week, or just for the remainder of like, you know, time. So yeah, let's see what this week has in store. I'm just gonna quickly eat my breakfast, which is slowly getting cold because I'm talking to you, and let's get started with the day. So because I forgot to check my messages this morning, apparently our lecture moved online, so I actually did not have to come to campus this early. I'm just gonna go straight to arts campus and then I'll see from there. Maybe I'll go to Bridge Street, maybe I'll get some reading in. But wow, how disappointing. I could have literally left the house at like 12 or something instead of rushing, because I was actually rushing this morning. Okay.
Junior varsity, fighting back tears. I promise to switch gears and said to myself, whatever you do, you won't do it partially. From this day forward, I move with a new ferocity. Ferrari coupe velocity, a fail-proof philosophy. Success is in the effort, so if you tried as hard as I'm at peace, knowing God ain't dealing in this group of cars for me. Some people say that I'm running third, they threw the bronze at me. Behind Drake and Dot, yeah, them is a superstars to me. Maybe deep down, I'm afraid of my luminosity. So when you see me on red carpets, I'm moving awkwardly, posing all nervous, afraid of the judgment, and the thought of showing too much of my day.
I've been singing for the past like hour, so I guess y'all should hear some of that as well. You're not gonna hear too much. Go on my TikTok if you wanna hear everything. Okay. I'm gonna be able to like actually sing this song like properly one day. Like when the vocal range like really gets there. One of my friends is saying that I'm getting better and better ever since I've been singing more and more. And I really believe that, because I feel like last year I wasn't singing a lot. So I lost a lot of my abilities and I'm regaining that strength now. Okay, anyways. Stop trying to be someone you're not. cold and cruel is a man who paid too much for what he's got. And if you need me, like you say you do, oh then, babe, don't you know that I need you? It ain't no way. That was a struggle. What's that one? So come pick up your clothes. I have them folded. Meet me at my door while it's still open. I know it's getting cold out, but don't tell me that it's frozen. So come pick up your clothes. I have them folded. I'll let your body decide if this is good enough for you. Already folding it for you. Already folding it for you. I'll let your body decide if this is good enough for you. Already folding it for you. Already folding. Shout out Kalani. Everyone's just like hopping on her now. Mind you, she barely eating. She barely eating. Damn, you know I hate the club, but I can't 'cause I knew you'd show up. Maybe if I drank enough, I'll make my way over to you. There's so many though, just like the whole "it was good until it wasn't" album. Loved it. What was that one? It's like, now I'm grieving us, I'm grieving us, another time. Now I'm grieving us, yeah, pour it out, too much can't slow it down. Go around like a merry-go-round. You don't wanna be here, mother of the sons now. There ain't no fun now. I just think it's funny how you made me feel that. Turn around and made me feel bad. Never like that, never get it like that. Now all I want is peace of quiet, peace of time, peace of mind. Why? Also, Ubambuso Koza's vocal range is just yes. Wow, man. So extensive and so incredible. That's why I've been really enjoying singing his songs. Oh, okay. Now I say to you, yeah, abasenduloba, nawe, kula, abasendu, there's so many. What else is there? Ashagazulu. When we iho liganandi. Ilembe likamanye malembe ngokhalipha Shakazulu. So I am done with the academic day. So I am on Bree Street just taking a walk. I want to go to a thrift store just to look around, not really to buy. I have credits there. So and the stock is like forever changing. So I was like, I think it's just good to like pay it a visit, see what's there, see what's not there. You know, I have very specific things that I'm looking to like get in my wardrobe. So I don't see myself just like randomly spending. But I also just needed to take a walk. It's cold, which I hate, but I really needed to be outside after staying in all weekend and just like constantly sticking to my school schedule. I needed something a little bit different. I'm gonna run. So yeah, it's just good to be around. I'm not even gonna do like my full normal walk on Bree. I should also put my phone away because I don't want it to get stolen. But okay.
I be keeping my kids away from the gaze of the public. Cause these days it feel like hate is their favorite subject. Attitude like a young O'Shea with an AK aimed at your brain, violating, I bust it. I don't play when it come to family, that's one thing I refuse. Pimping their kids out for views, it's just to be in the news, can never be me. I'm pissing a celebrity tea. God with me on this record, this is Heaven's EP. The tale's official. Breathing, it just failed to hit you. You couldn't tell cause you fell for the bells and whistles. And that's an area I don't excel. I'm from the field where young girls talk grown as hell. It's raw, never saw one person go to Yale. But every that I know done gone to jail at least once. Proving we the ones police hunt for the pains. We the size of tree trunks. Too much hunger, it's no wonder these can't keep up. So saying yes to a feature just means I'm about to eat lunch. I'm going for it, don't never shout heat grunt. I'm the one and you can be sure. Speaking of beachfront, I'm kicking my feet up while I write this in somewhat tropical. Supposed to be relaxing, this passion makes that impossible. Supposed to be relaxing, this passion makes that impossible.
A tornado flew around my room before you came. Excuse the mess it made. It usually doesn't rain in Southern California, much like Arizona. My eyes don't shed tears, but boy they pour when I'm thinking about you. Ooh, no, I've been thinking about you. You, no, I've been thinking about you. Do you think about me still? Do you? Or do you not think so far ahead?
I keep looking at myself. What was I gonna say? I think that like we'll continue this later.
Thinking about you. Ooh, no, I've been thinking about you. You, no, I've been thinking about you. Do you think about me still? Do you? Or do you not think so far ahead? Cause I've been thinking about forever. Yes, of or till it turns from color to black and white? Or do you not think so far ahead? 'Cause I've been thinking about forever.
So what I wanted to say is I think the thing about thrifting is really finding that like gem or that like a really good item within like a lot of not so nice clothes, and I'm just not at the best at that yet. I feel like being a recovering retail shopper, like it's so easy when everything just looks so aesthetically pleasing. Well, competition looks very aesthetically pleasing, don't get me wrong, but I think like the aesthetics of like the youthful retail stores allows you to just be like, oh, I want this and I want that. You know, you really have to like have an eye when you're thrifting. That's actually what I'm thinking. You have to have an eye for thrifting, and girl, I hope that it's not gonna go into copyright. But I really need to build that. So I really need to get to that point where like I have an eye and I can see everything. There were definitely some pieces that where I was like, I could style this in an interesting way. Okay, I was just scared of copyright again. But I wanted to say that in the past, I've been very like careless or just like not as intelligent about some of my purchases, especially when it comes to clothes, where I'll be like, this will look really good for a photo shoot, and then I never wear it again because I never want to wear it again, and I never can style it again, or it doesn't align with like the aesthetic and the brand and the kind, like what I want to represent out of my style, you know? So because of that, I just want to be a lot more intentional that every single time I buy, I don't like grow to regret it, you know what I mean? So I think that's what it's really about right now. And I feel like within time, I'm really gonna grow at that. But it was just good to go for a walk and see what was there. And also to go to the thrift store next to, because that place is also very African. I love the accessories, but damn, $650 for a necklace? And it's not even jewelry, like, but you know what, if it's black owned, I'm gonna pay that coin. Yeah, okay, let me put my phone away, because we're still in CC Center. Doesn't matter if it's Cape Town. Keep it fine.
Rare teaspoons. I guess it'll be cool talking with other educators.
I may have taken the mental health day a little too far, because now I am late for my practicals. But it's okay, it's okay. Let's get the day over and done with. Hi.
Oh gosh, my peoples. This is making me emotional. I feel like I'm doing my rounds, but it's making me like not. It's not giving me.
Pizza arrived.
Pizza Lala, Pizza Lily.
Every night I rush to my bed with hopes that maybe I'll get a chance to see you when I close my eyes. I'm going out of my head, lost in the fairy tale. Can you hold my hands and be my guide? Clouds filled with stars gather your Led by
Say
the
hi.
side clouds filled with stars cover the
Yes.
I hope it rains. You're the perfect lullaby. What kind of dream is this?
Of the RMF, FC. Like the last time I said, it was the Feminist Collective. So the opportunity is there, and so part of the conversation will happen with the panel, and then part of the conversation will happen with the audience, who are also panel members in their own right. Everybody's a winner.
So once we were able to educate people about what we were doing in the occupation and at the University of Zambia, it was very easy for people to see it, to feel it, to know it. Decolonization is something that is very experiential. It's part of.
There were a lot of contentious things that were happening. So the infrastructure built, not the hierarchical leadership that we are used to, the infrastructure between what I've called caucus and plenary. You already mentioned plenary. This was an infrastructure that. The two things are, one is that some people use the momentum of protest and struggle to climb the ladder at the institution. So we always have to, if we take intersectionality or a more complex understanding of how power is operated, the class project and the question of having a framework that keeps race, class, and others things, but race, class, and is absolutely imperative. It's become quite clear that many people were very happy to organize around blackness, but not around other things, and that's really disappointing.
I've been saying I was here 10 years ago and I don't even I would YouTube, which I think people don't need, right? What we need is to think about ways that we can, and when we start to conceptualize this series, is to think about how do we take what we've learned from the movement and build toolkit supports for future movements and for future activists, because that is our role.
Use the momentum and the attention that the movements got for their own needs, for their own agendas, and so another moment for me that also stands out, not just to this comment, but another moment for me was when the intersectional audit committee.
Hi guys, I don't know if it's morning or afternoon. I think it's actually still morning. So good morning guys. I wanted to speak about yesterday, but I just was getting ready in the morning, so I didn't actually have time to speak about yesterday. And then I just realized that I have 10 minutes until I have to catch my bus, so I might as well just get talking now. Okay, so so interesting. Yesterday we went to a panel discussion. It was about the Roads Must Fall movement, some of the people who had pioneered the movement, some of the university UCT students who were heavily involved in it, the effects of it, how do we move on, how are protests staged and practiced, and what are all the different ways to protest. And I want to say, one, it's so interesting because before I actually get into that panel discussion, it's interesting because in our practical touch, we were speaking about artist salons, and we had our own little practice panel discussion. It wasn't really practice, it was a real panel discussion. Obviously I spoke. If I wasn't speaking, I would have filmed for you guys to see, and I would have spoken about it in the way that I normally do, but because I was actually speaking in the panel discussion, I couldn't take a video. But it was so fun and interesting and rich, and it was a beautiful reflection. We were speaking about the productions that we had done earlier this year. I think it was probably in my first 2-3 vlogs maybe, when I was doing Truth and Translation. We were doing a play about the Truth and Reconciliation Committee, and it was specifically honing in on the young translators of the Truth and Reconciliation Committee, the actual people who were translating the testimonies from whatever language to a language that was understandable throughout the whole court proceedings of the Truth and Reconciliation Committee. So speaking about that, and also finding out about how the second half of my class and of my year is also doing a production that is centered around the Truth and Reconciliation Committee, but in many different ways. It was really interesting to have a dialogue about like the youth in relation to the TRC and the youth of today, like me and my generation, my peers, in relation to the TRC, speaking about like political consciousness and how I think for me it really opened me up to understand what the TRC was in a much deeper way. I think that like my education or my the way that it's been represented to me for so long has been this this like we put a stamp on the end of apartheid and we reconciled and we forgave each other and we hugged and we kumbaya'd, and now we're this beautiful rainbow nation and everyone is equal and we don't see color. And it was a lot deeper and a lot more brutal and a lot more I don't know what the correct word is for it, but it was a lot more painful, essentially. It wasn't, I think it's trivialized and romanticized in many ways as this beautiful end to these years of oppression. And it wasn't just that, actually. It was a really, really painful reckoning for many people who were involved in the TRC and who also bared witness to the TRC. I think especially like when I think about the violent descriptions throughout the play, there are a lot of testimonies where people who were involved in the police force and in the police department had spoken about how they brutally murdered and tortured and treated prisoners and freedom fighters during the apartheid era. And even hearing about a lot of the people who were families of these victims speaking about how they never got to see their fathers, their husbands, their daughters, their sisters, their friends again. They went missing in prison. They went missing after testifying. The interrogations were really violent. And I think really placing a spotlight on just how brutal the TRC was radicalized me, among many other things that have radicalized me in my life in many ways. And it was a really harsh reality check for me. And I think speaking with the other panelists about their reflections on doing works like these and thinking about how theatre can help radicalize and place a spotlight on all the really important injustices that are happening in the world. It was a really beautiful discussion. But anyways, I'm gonna go now because I have to catch my bus.
More beautiful night there. Either way, I don't wanna wait till the lights are sweet.